Know what I wish? I wish that they would actually make a good video game movie. I know I've talked about this subject because I made a whole rant about Ratchet and Clank. And I've talked about Ratchet and Clank a few times. I actually kind of like that movie, but it was still pretty garbage. But then they made it worse by releasing motherfucking Assassin's Creed. Which, to be real, it looked like a cool movie at first. It actually looked kind of good. And then you see it, and then you're like, who? Why? They did like a Star Wars-esque fucking scroll beginning to like explain the plot and the world and whatnot. Except it was boring black and there was nothing in the background. It was literally just the words going up, and you were like, hello? Who was in charge of this? Like, there was nothing. Some of the choice of music and when the music came in was very questionable. Like, I'm seeing a spoil at the very beginning. You're introducing you to the assassins, the creed and whatnot, and like, the whole bullshit of being an assassin, like doing the oath and all that jazz. And then as it pans upwards, suddenly fucking just 80s music just starts playing very loudly. Like, it wasn't even like a whole like it was just like bah! And then it kind of like fades with a bird and goes to like the main character as a kid. And the entire time I'm just like, you could have picked a better song or a better like way to do that. Like, I know a lot of movies do that, but you can't go from like a very serious moment where you're introducing like very serious elements and like foreshadowing, and then suddenly just go over to 80s rock. You can't. You don't do that. That doesn't make sense. It's stupid. It looks terrible. It's, oh god. And also, it looks like most of the movie, at least like every time they were in the Animus, which, by the way, how they did the Animus in the movie was completely different than the game. And while it looked really cool, it was super just, what? Why? So impractical. But yeah, so most of the movie, at least in the Animus, was very gray, yellow. Like, they had a lot of browns and yellows and grays, like very just boring colors and a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Like, oh my god, it's like someone just kind of had a smoke machine and just had a field day with it. And then when they looked at the footage, they were like, and then turned the contrast down so it's like hella gray. And of course, put a lot of yellow stuff. Like, I know I like yellow effects, like yellow coloration in my videos, in my sketches and stuff. Like, I like more of a yellow effect. But it was way too much. Oh my god, it was not good. It was not good whatsoever. I mean, some of the fight scenes were pretty cool, and some of the lighting effects that they had were pretty good, like with the Animus and whatnot. Seeing stuff outside, like seeing stuff in the Animus from the outside, if that makes sense. Or like seeing stuff like happening in the Animus. You can see like the smokes and whatnot, and you can see him interacting with it, and that was actually a pretty cool effect. I actually like that a lot. That was really fucking weird, and it was super impractical because like a lot of stuff you can't actually make out what's happening. But whatever. Like, it wasn't, and that was pretty cool. But for the most part, it was not good whatsoever. It wasn't even funny bad. It was like they honest to God like tried, and it just didn't show at all. They introduced like 3 random characters, one who came kind of like a main character, I guess, a main side character, but they never gave her a name. They never gave her like anything. She just kind of was there. A dude died, and I didn't give a fuck about him. I saw him die, I was like, okay, who the fuck are you? The only like side character I cared about was, oh my god, what was the dude's name? It was the black dude. What the fuck was his name? He was like one of my favorite characters. I fucking loved him just because at the very beginning he was just like, fuck it. I don't know who you are. I don't fucking trust you already, but fuck you. Take an apple. Take an apple. No, wait, he didn't give the apple. It was the other dude gave the apple. Oh yeah, that guy died too. I probably should put spoilers in this. I'll put in the description. You'll read that. You'll read the fact that the spoilers of that movie in the description. But like also the plot was just super convoluted. There was like subplots within subplots within subplots, and you were just sitting there like, what is happening anymore? There was a plot about this dude's dad, and I was just like, why does this matter? Fuck, man. Fuck you. This doesn't make any sense. Like, none of this mattered. None of this made sense. I was like, why is this happening? The worst part is, I was supposed to go see Rogue One with my friend Paul. We were supposed to go see Rogue One, and at the last second, I saw Assassin's Creed was out, and I saw the ratings, and I have a weakness for bad movies. Most of the time, I like bad movies if they're funny bad. Like, if it's so bad that it's funny. I love those movies so much. But this was not, and I'm so sorry for Paul for dragging him to see it with me instead of Rogue One. I mean, we haven't bought tickets to Rogue One, and we were going to buy them today, and I was just like, no, I'll switch. And I did, because I was buying tickets. I regret that decision. We should have seen Rogue One. I feel really bad for him, but, you know, we had fun. We had a lot of fun, like, hanging out together. I haven't seen him in a while. And so he was one of my friends from school that I just have not seen. It was nice seeing him. It was really nice getting together with him again. And I can't wait till I go visit school again, so I can go hang out with him more and maybe not see a terrible movie. But that being said, now I have to go see Rogue One because I didn't actually see it because I'm a fucking idiot. I'll go see eventually. I'll go see Rogue One eventually. Rogue One and Moana, like the two movies that's like I'm gonna see soon. Promise. I promise y'all from the bottom of my heart. And maybe I'll make an actual review video instead of doing my super vlogs, which that's another thing that's gonna be happening eventually. I'm gonna eventually do reviews on this channel of certain things. They're not gonna be like super in depth, super like. They're just gonna kind of be like on the basics because I feel like my type of character, I'm definitely somebody that looks at stuff like from the surface, from a audience point of view. So like how directors and creators want the audience to see something, how they want them to like perceive stuff. They don't want I don't want them to look like too deep a lot of the time. Like I'm the type of person that would react that like I fall for like super cliches sometimes with certain characters and whatnot. I may or may not have cried during Finding Dory. Maybe, may or may not. Even though a lot of people were like, oh, it's not wasn't that bad or that sad. And I was like sitting there like, I cried. But who knows, maybe I'll do reviews with that or get together with Ariel and do another one, which I still need to do and will happen eventually. Trust me. I have a lot of... 2017 is going to be a very interesting year for me and this channel, so I'm looking forward to all of it. And yeah, so I guess I'm calling this video the Assassin's Creed bullshit review. Fucking don't know. Yeah, that was this vlog though. I think of Assassin's Creed. Don't go see it. It was god awful. It wasn't even funny awful. It was just awful. Everything about it was just so bad. I'm just gonna go play Overwatch, do some work, and yeah, hope for death because that's all I need in my life right now. Bye.